Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about the awesome show called Yellowstone. It was made in 2018, and I tried to keep as much notes as possible up to where we are now, which is in the fourth season. And let me just tell you, I cannot believe the magnitude of this show. It is amazing. The cast is incredible. I mean, I don't think you could have picked better actors for these characters. They just illuminate so much in one episode. You have Kevin Costner, Luke Grimes, Kelly Riley, Wes Bentley, Cole Hauser. There's so many good ones. I didn't know anything about Kelly Riley, but her character as Beth, whoa mama, whoa mama. She is a force to be reckoned with. I absolutely love her character. Going into the very first episode, I have to say, I'm like, oh, this is like boring. You know, it's not going to be anything unique, or it's going to be like every other freaking scripted show out there. But I'm glad I gave it a second chance. Went in and was completely obsessed with it. So if you're not familiar with the show Yellowstone, it is about a family, the Dutton family. They have Beth, the daughter, who is a firecracker. She is this no bullshit, tell it like it is, like bomb that goes off in your face. And it's like, whoa, what the heck was just that? You have Kevin Costner, who is the dad. He plays John Dutton. You know what? They had Lee, the brother, but he was like in and out. His part was very, very small. So I don't really remember. I think he either died in the first or second episode. So like it was really his part, or his role was, you know, very tiny, and it doesn't really weigh much yet. So there's the one son and he dies. Spoiler alert. You have Casey, played by Luke Grimes, who is just so awesome. I love his character. You have Jamie, played by Wes Bentley, who I absolutely love. Wes Bentley's features are incredible. The slope of his nose, the roundness of his nostrils, his cheekbones, his chin, his piercing eyes, like everything about this man is like, it's like you're looking at an art piece. I remember seeing him in, oh God, what was it? It was American Horror Story, but it wasn't Hotel. It was Freak Show, where he played, I forget what he was. He was some kind of like ghost guy, but he had a cloak and a top hat, and oh my God, that was the best illumination for the features on this man's face. It's just, he's incredible. I love his acting. I've seen him in other things besides Yellowstone and American Horror Story, and he's just great. You soon learn to find out that Jamie is adopted. So that's a whole nother plot twist in itself. It's just John and his kids. The wife had died years prior from a riding accident. She fell off a horse and she had died. They get back into their childhood and they kind of go back and forth, but not as much to confuse you. It's just like little sprinklings here, little sprinklings there. They have a ranch in Montana, very well known, the Duttons, kind of infamous, notorious maybe, but still yet respected in a way that nobody will mess with them. So they have all these acres of land and a ranch, and they have, you know, ranch hands and like a bunkhouse and everything. And they're trying to avoid having an Indian casino come in because the Native American population wants to go back and take over all the land, which, ooh, I gotta go back to that point. But Chief Rainwater is like the head of making the casino, but John doesn't want to give up the land. So it's kind of like a cat and mouse game between him and Chief Rainwater that tries to get his land, but doesn't successfully do it, hasn't done it yet. There are some villains that come in and out to try to I mean, it's just, the villains probably is like putting it lightly, because they kidnap Casey's son, they kill people. It's so crazy. I call it the Cowboy Mafia, is what I call it, the Cowboy Mob, because that's exactly what it's like. It's like watching a mob show or mob film, but it's with cowboys. And those cowboys' butts in those jeans. Let me tell you, some of those ranch hands aren't bad. There's a character, Ryan, he is a hottie patati, and I look at him and I'm like, okay. There's even an old guy, Lloyd, he ain't bad looking either for an old man. I'm like, oh, hey, old man, hey. But the most important ranch hand character is Rip, played by Cole Hauser, and Rip and Beth have a long history of a relationship, whether sexual or non-sexual. But you know, it reminds me, I don't know if you had watched Shameless, but Beth and Rip's relationship reminded me a lot of Ian and Mickey from Shameless. They're such volatile people with, like, by themselves, but you put them together and they fit so well together that it's just like, oh, I love them, you know. But separate, they kill people, they fuck up things, you know. Sorry. It's really good though. Let me see if anything else is on here. Yeah, there's so many characters. I was going to go through each and every character, but this will be a really long video, and I really don't want to get to that, like, where it's too long. They have livestock agents, you know, other people that get involved. Honestly, I hate to say, like, between Casey and his wife, Monica, who is just a vision of beauty. She is like this Native American princess looking, like, she's so pretty. Between Casey and Monica, they're like lovey-dovey. I'm like, get the hell out of here. Let's see some, you know, shooting and killing and beating up. So that I'm kind of like, all right, next, snooze. But it's such a good show, and I really enjoy it. It's on Sunday evenings around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the Paramount Network. Now, you cannot, or at least I have not found a way to, if you want to start watching this and watch older episodes, there's no way I found that it's free to watch these episodes. And if you get Paramount Plus, for some reason, even though it's a Paramount Network show, it's not on Paramount Plus. Why? I have no idea. So what my husband and I did was we bought Peacock, and you can watch all the past episodes on Peacock, and we binged the hell out of it. We were like obsessed watching it. So we got to got through seasons 1, 2, 3, and then we're all caught up now. And I am so hooked on the show. It's so good. Like I said, the characters, the writing, some of the words that they use are so powerful. It's insane. Just the way that it's written, it just sounds so, like, it's so powerful. There is a scene where a bomb goes off in Beth's office, and she comes out and she's all like frayed and like fried, kind of like Veronica at the end of Heathers, you know. And she has these eyes, these piercing blue eyes that catch the sunlight in this one shot when she's smoking a cigarette. Oh my God, they're so full of vengeance and just rage, but yet so gorgeous. They glisten with all this emotion, and they just like radiate. Oh, it's such a beautiful scene, such a beautiful shot, I think, of her eyes. But Beth is definitely my favorite character because she's a no-nonsense businesswoman, and she can get shit done. So if you are thinking about watching Yellowstone or teetering on it, I say do it. You have nothing to lose. There is not that many good shows out there, but Yellowstone is definitely one you want to be watching and definitely one you want to be hooked on. So as long as they keep making the seasons and the episodes, I will be watching that show. It is so good, and I'm so glad that a show came along that I can actually watch, and I get excited to watch. I'm like, what's Sunday night at 8 o'clock? Let's watch Yellowstone. Like, I get really excited. But that's just me. But if you want to chit chat about Yellowstone, I could talk about it all day long. I love it. So thank you so much for joining my broadcast, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.